All right, let's talk about a financial habit that is so common. Most of us just do it without even thinking. But what if I told you this one little habit has a massive, hidden cost, and that it could be quietly wrecking your chances of building real wealth? So I'm just going to ask you straight up. Is your car, yes, your car, the thing keeping you from becoming wealthy? Now, I know that sounds a little dramatic, doesn't it? But just stick with me here, because when you see the numbers, you might be absolutely shocked. Okay, so this is the main idea we're going to break down. For a second, just forget about the mortgage, forget about student loans. The single biggest drain on the average person's ability to build wealth is that seemingly harmless decision to upgrade your car every, say, 5 years. It's this cycle that just silently siphons hundreds of thousands of dollars away from your future. And hey, we've all been there, right? You get that 5-year car itch. Your car starts to feel a little old. The new models have all these amazing new features. And oh man, that new car smell, it is practically calling your name. Society basically tells us this is normal. It's your reward for working hard. But really, this habit, it's a total financial trap, just dressed up to look nice. So why do we keep falling for it? Well, we're really good at telling ourselves stories, right? We come up with these super logical sounding reasons for why we need a new car. But honestly, most of those reasons are just financial illusions. So let's get into it and start busting some of the biggest myths. Oh yeah, this is the big one. I need a new car for reliability. This is the justification that feels the most responsible, the most grown up. You've got a family, you have to get to work. You absolutely cannot risk breaking down on the side of the road. And on the surface, that makes perfect sense. But let's actually look at what the real numbers have to say about that. So, what's the actual cost of keeping a slightly older car running? Well, get this. The difference in average annual maintenance between a 1-year-old car and a 4-year-old car is only about $150. That's it. We trade that tiny amount for, what, tens of thousands of dollars on a brand new vehicle? The reality is, modern cars are built like tanks. They can easily last 10, 15, even 20 years if you just take decent care of them. Now, to really get a grip on this, you have to shift your thinking. Stop looking at the monthly payment. Instead, you need to focus on this concept, the total cost of ownership. It's not about the $500 a month you see leaving your bank account. No, it's about everything, all the invisible costs like depreciation and interest that truly show you what that car is costing you. And that brings us to the biggest invisible cost of them all, something we can call financial friction. Think of it like a hidden force that's constantly slowing you down, making it harder and harder to build wealth. And for most people, the number one source of that friction, you guessed it, car depreciation. I mean, just look at this number, -10%. The second your tires on that shiny new car hit the public road, your brand new asset has already lost a tenth of its value. Think about that. On a $40,000 car, that's $4,000. Poof. Gone, vanished into thin air before you've even made it home. It is a guaranteed loss on your investment, right from the start. And this chart, wow, it just perfectly illustrates the scale of this problem. Over a 5-year period, that silent wealth killer, depreciation, is responsible for half of the total cost of owning your new car. Half. I mean, it absolutely dwarfs what you spend on fuel. It dwarfs what you spend on maintenance. It is the giant, hidden monster in your budget, and it's all for that temporary new car smell. Okay, so let's make this really concrete. I want you to imagine 2 people, okay? They're starting out at the exact same time. We'll call the first one driver A, the upgrader. This is the person who gets a new car every 5 years like clockwork. And then we have driver B, the keeper, who buys one reliable car and plans to drive it for at least 10 years. Let's fast forward and see where they both end up. And here it is. Folks, this is the slide that should change everything for you. Over 20 years, the upgrader buys 4 different cars. The keeper, just 2. The upgrader spends an extra $80,000 on cars and pays triple the amount in interest. But that's not even the jaw dropper. Look at that last row, opportunity cost. Because the upgrader always had a car payment, they never had the chance to invest that money. And the result? $250,000 in lost potential wealth, just gone. Okay, seeing a number like that, it can be a real shock to the system. But here's the good news. This is not a life sentence, okay? You have the power to break this cycle.
You can choose a different path starting today. And listen, this isn't about being cheap. It's about being smart. It's about being strategic with your money. So here's your playbook. It's a simple 3-step alternative. Step 1, drive longer. Buy a good, reliable car and just aim to keep it for at least 10, 15 years. Step 2, maintain it smartly. Take care of it so it takes care of you. And step 3, and this is absolutely the most critical part, once that car is paid off, you take what your old car payment was, let's say it was $500 a month, and you automatically invest it. You don't just let that money disappear into your budget, you put it to work for your future. This quote just sums it all up perfectly. The goal here isn't to drive some clunker around forever. It's to stop trading your future wealth for a temporary new car smell. It's all about a mindset shift, seeing your car as a tool that gets you from A to B, not as a status symbol, and making that conscious choice to put your financial freedom first. So I'm going to leave you with this one last thought to chew on. That $250,000 we saw on the chart, what could that actually mean for you? Could that be a down payment on a house? Maybe the seed money to start your own business? Could it mean retiring 5, maybe even 10 years earlier? It all comes down to a simple choice. So the real question is, what could you build with all the money you're no longer driving